guys, today we are going to see another problem on lead code, and that is split a string in balanced strings. So first we'll read the question. Balanced strings are those who have equal quantity of L and R characters. Given a balanced string S, split it in the maximum amount of balanced strings. Return the maximum amount of splitted balanced strings. So basically we have to return an integer that is going to be the number of balanced strings inside this given string. Okay, so we will be given a string in the question and that will be of R's and L's. So what this question is trying to say, we will see that with the help of an example. In this example, if you see, we have a combination of R and L. Okay, so we will be given a string S, and we know that a balanced string is the one which has got equal number of L's and R's in it. Okay, so we have to count such number of balanced strings inside this string. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to traverse this array, and also first I will be using two variables, one is balance and another one is result. I'm going to traverse this string, and if I see R, I'm going to add -1 to balance, and if I see L, I'm going to add +1 to the balance. Okay, and then I'm going to have an if condition that whether balance is equals to 0 or not, and if balance gets equals to 0, then I'm going to increment the result by 1. What I'm going to say, what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to traverse this array. Okay, so first value is R, so I'm going to add -1 to balance. Is the value of balance equals to 0? No, so I'm going to move ahead, and then I conquered L, so I'm going to add +1. Is the value of balance now equals to 0? Yes, the value of balance is now equals to 0, so I'm going to increment the result variable by 1. Okay, then I'm going to move ahead and I conquered R, so I'm going to add -1 to balance, then again R, -1 to balance. Is the value of balance equals to 0? No, so we'll move ahead. Again we got L. Is the value of balance equals to 0? No, then moving ahead, L. Now again the value of balance gets equals to 0, so I'm again going to increment the result by 1. So similarly this is going to be 3 and this is going to be 4. Okay, so the value of result gets 4 in this case, and that is why I'm going to return 4. Okay, this was all about the implementation part. Now let's move on to the code. Okay, so as I told earlier, I'm going to use two variables, val and res, and I'm initializing both of them to 0. Then I'm going to traverse the string, and for traversing I'm going to use a for loop, and at each step I'm either going to add -1 or +1 depending whether it is L or R. So if I found s.caret means the value of character at that particular iteration, if that is equal to L, then I'm going to add 1, and if it is not going to L, that means it is going to be R, then I'm going to add -1 to val. And after every iteration I'm going to check if balance is equals to 0. Okay, and if balance gets equals to 0, I'm going to increase the res variable by 1. Okay, so after the for loop I will have the answer in my res variable and I'm going to return it. Okay, so let's submit this solution. Beautiful. So this code is actually working. Thank you.